Hey everybody, I'm Dan Joseph with MRC-TV. It's a beautiful day here in Washington, but if you're a tourist and have come to see the sights, well, sucks to be you, because the entire federal government is shut down. Everything is closed! I'm gonna go out and talk to some tourists, see what they think about this whole situation.
I don't think it's right.
Disappointed and embarrassed.
It's actually nice. It's sort of like being on a college campus when the students aren't there.
Government is not open. The stuff that you want to see, the tourist attraction is not open. How are you feeling about that?
Pretty broken.
Pretty slack.
I don't know what that word means, but I'm guessing it means bad.
Disappointed in our representatives, and it's almost a wasted trip.
Of course, it's very disappointing because we had planned to visit museums and visit the Capitol, and of course we can't.
Who do you hold the most responsible for this situation?
The Tea Party.
The Tea Party. Why the Tea Party?
Absolutely, because they just want to destroy the government. They want to get rid of it.
Both sides, whether it's Senate or the House or even the President, I mean, they're all acting like children.
All three. They're all to blame.
I think more than anyone is the leadership of the House.
I'm certainly blaming the Tea Party
Okay.
and anybody associated with it. I think that they can be compared to a good footing of the Nazi Party in
Wow,
Germany.
that's a little strong. I mean, the Nazis
Sure
killed a
is.
lot of people.
Not at first.
The majority of the blame is the Republican.
My understanding is that it's basically an attempt on the part of the Republicans to blackmail Democrats into delaying Obamacare, what they call Obamacare, which I think is a foolish thing to do.
You don't like that idea?
No.
Do you think that the president should, in order to reopen the government, should he come to the negotiating table and make some sort of offer?
I think the president's been at the negotiating table.
I know that there are those who would say he hasn't, but he came in with the idea, let's try to actually work together. Let's reach across the aisle, find areas of common good, and find common ground.
Like we have in our neo-Nazis today, who are looking for some group in power to lead them.
But that's not the Tea Party. I mean, you're not saying that.
I am saying that the Tea Party can evolve into that if they're not careful.
Do you think the President Obama should come and negotiate with Congress about this?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he can't hold them hostage.
Do you think the president should come to the negotiating table and say, okay, I'm willing to maybe delay the individual mandate
Yes.
for a year in order to keep the government open? That sounds like a reasonable thing.
Yes, I do.
I think we need affordable health care for everybody in America.
The same with Syria. He's drawn the line in the sand.
The red line.
He's drawn the red
That
line.
didn't work
for
out
this.
so well
It
for
didn't
him
work out for
last
him.
time.
Yeah, it didn't work out so well for him.
I do not understand how it can be detrimental to the people when everyone has health care. How can that possibly be bad?
And the Affordable Care Act is not just some idea or a proposal or a bill, it's a law. These guys were all sworn into office with the promise that they would uphold the law. They're doing everything they can to undermine it.
Do you think there's any irony to the situation that President Obama's just begun negotiating or talking to at least the leadership of Iran, but he hasn't so far negotiated with Republicans in Congress?
Well, yes, that is ironic.
And I think that's pretty good.
You're okay with that? You're all right with that scenario?
There's some irony.
I don't think that's fair to say it that way because I think he's been talking to the Republicans about the health care for years.
Do you think the new president's really interested in negotiating, or do you
No,
think?
not necessarily, but
Okay.
but the Iran version of the Tea Party is out of power now, so it's more likely to have a little more openness.
I think that the Tea Partiers are the first step toward a regime of rule
Like
that will
Iran.
that will damage our nation, maybe like Iran. I'm not as familiar with their system in Tehran as I am with what happened in World War II history.
Maybe if they were more
They're-
like Iran, Obama would be talking to them.
Maybe so.
Really embarrassed because people are here from other countries all over the world and they plan their vacation for probably years. We come here and it's closed.
As international people, we don't have anything to say about your decisions.
Okay. Well, that's very nice of you to stay out of it. I mean,
We're Canadian. We're
you guys are very
staying out of
polite.
things.
If it involved hockey, though, you guys would be all over this.
I don't know what kind of news agency you represent, so obviously, you're trying to put words in my mouth.